Hello, can you hear me? Hello everyone and welcome to Ie Sengen's Ouchi Tsumeshogi stream. If you aren't familiar with the format of this program, what we do is solve tsumeshogi problems, which are shogi mating problems. And if you wish to make an attempt at solving the problem, what you should do is send me a whisper if you're on Twitch, or if you're in the 81 Dojo room with me, please send a PM rather than just blurt it out in chat. That way other people won't, you won't ruin it for other people. And also, if you're in the 81 Dojo room, please refrain from drawing arrows. Thank you. Yeah, good to see you guys here. Let's get started. Okay. To make it so that I don't get arrows from other people. Okay. Yeah. Good, good, good. Yeah, and at the end of the session, what I'm gonna do is show an endgame in action. It's from a position that someone from the Discord server put up yesterday. So I just wanted to show a mate. And that will come at the end of the session. Okay. Yeah, so we're actually almost done with this Ouchi book. Yeah, there'll probably be 2 more sessions of this afterwards, and then we'll have gone through all 100 problems of them. Okay. So when looking at this problem, we have to remember that we don't want to play a move that's thin. And what I mean by thin is something like this, which would get the golden hand, but you notice there's no follow-ups, and the king has a very wide area to run to. That would be a thin move and a serious mistake. So what we immediately can tell from this problem is that this lance exerts a lot of power. So in all likelihood, it's going to have, I mean, at least for the time being, it's going to have to stay in its place. Doesn't it always sort of feel like that though, Narigin? Yeah, I know that feeling very well. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll give you the first hint. On move 5, 3, 4, 5, there's going to be a light move. Kind of a Tetsuji. How's about you whisper the not again? How's about you whisper the your candidate to me, and then we can examine it. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. Kanashimi no Heavy. I don't quite understand your last move. Okay, let's see. Narigin. Yes. Very good. Your intuition is correct. Narugin, do you think that the problem might be that you're not looking for these tetsuji? One of the people that I was helping actually had a lot of trouble with doing that kind of thing. He'd essentially try to play shogi without the use of tactics. So what that would lead to is a game that was played where it almost looks like the pieces are creeping up one step at a time rather than sprinting or leaping. It's pretty much impossible to play shogi without tactics, but yet he was trying to do that. If you make use of tactics, your life's going to be a lot easier. Okay. So we look at the first move, and that's to take with the dragon. Other moves don't seem to work. Like if this, he's just going to run here and escape. A move like this would be very, very heavy. See, the silver's blocking the path of the dragon. Also moves, various silver drops like these don't get the job done. On this, he simply grabs here, and there's no good follow-up. So that leaves this. Okay, and now king must take. So how do we finish him off? The next move is pretty easy to find. Because the reason is because a move like this would easily fail to this, and the king can get out. So what that means is we have to drop the lance here. Now if the king runs to here, there's going to be an easy mate with the lance promotion. So that means that the king has to move to 3-2. And so now we're about to play move 5, and that's where I gave my hint that you have to find a light move. What is it? Okay, so when we're looking at this, we're a little bit afraid of the king running back, right? But this tactical move deals with that possibility. Hey, hi, Mr. Yudai. 999 Yudai-san. Irashaimase. Glad you could join us. Okay. Yeah, if you solve it, then you can send me a whisper with the solution. Please do not write it directly in chat. Yep, that is correct. Schwarz. Okay. So the nice tactical move is 3-3 silver. Yep, that is correct. Good, good, good. Okay. So now if the king takes, we end up in the previous position where this lance promote mates. If the king runs here, then because the silver attacked that square, we can just take and mate. That's koma amari. Okay. And finally, if the gold takes, then there's mate here by non-promotion. That's probably the nicest one. Okay, let's look at that again. Okay. So we make sure we leave this lance in place. And we take that. And check here. Of course, if the king takes this way, then there's easy mate like this. So the king has to run here. And now we have that nice tactic. Okay. Take and then non-promotion mate. Good. Let's look at the next problem. Okay. So what move here kind of jumps out at you? Kind of a natural move? Yes, that would be the natural move. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, to me, promoting the bishop here would be very unnatural. The reason why is the king runs up. So we should look at a more natural move. Yeah. Hey, hi Spinal Tap Chess. Glad you could join us. If you wish to try solving the problems, make sure that you send me a whisper rather than blurt it out in chat. Ooh. Okay. Yes, very. Okay, so the natural looking move is to drop the rook here. The reason being is that he can't take the bishop because of that immediate mate. That's why this move is natural. Then the king will have to run here. Time machine. If you did the check before, that it'd be necessary to have a time machine. Huh. I don't exactly understand what he's trying to say. Yeah. Don't forget about that rook. Dokokani. Yeah, I think he's asking something about registration, but I don't quite understand. Yeah. Yeah, you do not want to drop the gold here because of this. Yes, you are correct. Okay, good. What did you find, Admiral? Admirable, Ustable, Ustable. Ah, mm, you mean the first move, Narugin? The first move wouldn't really be light. It's just a regular checking move. Well, the next move. Ah, mm, it. I wouldn't characterize that one as light. The next move. Oh wait. Oh, the next move. Wait. Yes. The next move would be a light move. Yep. Yes. Very good, Spinal Tap. You got it. Yeah. Yes, not again. The next move is light. Yes, 999 Yudai-san. Seikai desu. Okay. So, the light move is this. Check. Okay. Now, if the king runs here, there's this. So what that means is that the dragon must take. Yes, that's correct. So there's two light moves in a row. Yeah, let's look at this move. If he takes here, it looks like this mates, but instead of that, he just runs up the board and then like that. Okay. So that means we have to find this. Okay. And what's the next light move? Essentially what happened is you're clearing this square for the bishop. And you're also, another thing you're doing is kind of a piece that there's going to be like an interruption in his coordination, perfectly exploited by this move. If here, then this. This king can't run up this time because it's a bishop. So it takes here, and then we affect the mate here. As the silver stops the king from running back. Okay, let's look at that really nice coordination again. Yeah, this problem is all about coordination. Okay, so we get another attacking piece into play very quickly. And then we sacrifice a piece at the focal point while clearing the square for the bishop. Here. Then another focal point. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's look at the next problem. Yep. Oh, I just left. So here, what's your gut feeling telling you? Here, let me highlight some squares. This one, this one. That's what I'm looking at. Let's see. — 999 Udai-san, you're almost correct. Almost. You got most of the moves. But the problem is actually 2 more moves longer than that. Narigin, if you move the token there, he's gonna move the king up to 2-4 and attack the rook. Yeah, the idea to open up the bishop is what I was looking at, but let me show you really quickly. The king runs here, see, and then he's attacking the rook. Let's look at some other moves that don't work. One is this. King runs up here and attacks the rook. Okay, so we can eliminate that one. If a move like this, then king will take this way. Also not enough to mate. And then a move like this would also allow the king to come up, as would this. So we can eliminate those moves. Okay, check takes, check up. Yes, 999 Udai-san. That's correct. Good. Yoku dekimashita. Yes, yes, Admiral, that is correct. Very good. Admirable. Ustable. Okay, so that leaves this move. We're clearing the way for the bishop to go here. Now, if the king runs up here, this time we can defend it, defend the rook, because of this. Also, if here, they'll be mate this way. So what that leaves us with is this bishop taking here. Now what? So now this move makes sense. And then the king has to run up here. And then what? If the king moves to here instead, the problem ends more quickly. So the correct escape is here. As we have nothing in hand, we have to make use of pieces on the board. He's not going to interpose, not again. He's going to run the king to 2. Oh, wait. Yeah, he's going to run the king to 2-4. Then he takes the rook. Oops, I am having some problems with my... excuse me for a second. Right. Okay. So now the king is checked like this. Then he runs here. If this, then this rook has been attacked. So, what are the final moves? Hopefully you found this. Okay, and then the king must take the silver. Okay, so threatening to run here and here. Then now this bishop comes in right at the perfect time to effect mate. Good. We can look at that again. Clearing the way for the horse. And mate. Very beautiful. Okay, let's look at the next problem. Okay, so the most salient feature of this position is that the king can run up here and escape. Okay, let's see. Yep, that is correct. Very good. Yes, 999 Udai-san, that is correct. Yep, this is a nice one. Okay, so since we want to keep the king from running here, the natural move is this. Okay, forcing the king to this square. Narigin, I don't know if I've asked you this before, but do you have experience in editing video? Element 94, you can whisper me the answer. Yeah, whisper. Okay. Wouldn't that mean that there's only one move? Yep. I would be stuck too. Yeah, the reason why I ask is I have to really learn how to do some basic video editing. That'd probably be useful. So let's look at one move that looks kind of tempting. It's taking here, then the king has to take this way. Now, if you drop the silver here, the king's gonna run here and escape. Also, if you drop the gold here, king's also gonna escape like that. This also escapes. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, very, very important. So one of the things that we can't forget is that there's this token here. So how do we make use of that in the mate? Yes, it is correct. If you notice this square open here, we want to end up promoting the bishop, but we need that square blocked. So we do that by sacrificing the gold on the escape square. Okay, now the silver is forced to take. Yeah, do you see it, Narigin? Mm-hmm. Yeah. No! No! The silver's gonna take it. Element. The silver's gonna take. Yeah, that was also directed to you too, Narigin. Huh? Huh? Hey, hi Eric, how are you doing? Glad you could join us. We're almost finished with this problem. Okay, so hopefully you saw this move. Okay, king must take. And now the only move is this. And then king up. And then this token isn't possible. Two people suggested that move, but the silver's defending. So how do we mate? Yep. Crunch. Huh? Can't you make your screen bigger? Okay, let's look at that again. Narigin said the same thing, element 94. Weird. Please make your screens bigger. Yeah, make your window bigger. Okay. So stop the king from running to 3-4. Okay. Now we block the escape square. And then we get the knight in hand, like that. Good, good. Let's go to the next problem. Oh no. Wow, there's actually a lot of people from the Japan room coming in. I mean, Japanese speakers coming in. And each time I have to copy and paste this thing. It would help to have a mod. So I wouldn't have to do this. Yes. Maybe about half a dozen people came in like one after the other, like within a few minute period, and I had to keep copying and pasting my text over and over again. Okay, what did you find? Yeah, thank you. That would help out immensely. You found it. Okay. Let me know what you found. Okay, let's see. Yes, Yudai-san. That is correct. Yoku dekimashita. Schwarz, the last move isn't correct. You don't see the study room? It should have that Ouchi Nobuyuki tsumeshogi on the black player side. Nope, it is not. Yes, yes, Admiral, that is correct. Very, very good. So there's two light moves in a row. Two light moves in a row. One of the things that's most worrying is this king coming out here. Or at least it seems. If you let that fear kind of get in the way, you might not find the follow-up move. Well, you definitely won't find the follow-up move. Okay. So you notice this rook also defends the 2-1 square. So you can severely disrupt his coordination by doing this first move, silver 3-3. Now, if the rook takes, there's going to be a mate like that. So the rook has to remain on that square, which means that the king takes here. And now, notice that the king can run to these two squares. So how do we deal with that? So there's this second light move that we have to find. The defense isn't correct, Schwarz. No, it's before that. It's after the knight drop. Hello, Uebung. I don't know how to pronounce that. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Let me provide you with Discord. Do you use Discord? Let me whisper it to him because I have no idea how to pronounce his name. And then I should give him a link. Let's see. Okay. Yes, that is correct. You are very welcome to join us on the Discord server. If you use Discord. For English tsumeshogi sites, I really do not know. Does anyone? You don't know what Discord is? It's like this social server where people gather together by interest, and you can do text, send links, pictures, and also do voice chat there. It's very convenient for games. And yes, just having an English site for tsumeshogi isn't too important. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the next move is this light one here. If the king takes, there's going to be a mate like this. See, the knight stops him from running here. And if king takes the knight, there's a mate here. So that means that the king must run here. Yes, you're very welcome. I hope you'll join us. Light move is, the definition given is it's a clever move, but that's wonderfully vague, isn't it? Light move. It's sometimes difficult to describe, but what I noticed is it's based on, it's a move that works because of tactical follow-ups. So the initial 3-3 silver drop, this is a light move, and this bishop promotion is the light move. Not again, I'm not sure I agree with that. One other thing that it actually, a lot of light moves are Tetsuji actually. One of the things ways of defining it is by contrasting that with a heavy move, which is very, very easy to tell. A heavy move is one that's slow. It tends to be redundant also, and the moves kind of gum up, getting in the way of each other. A light move will do none of that. Okay. So the king has to run here, and then now you notice that this 3-2 square is defended by both the bishop and the rook. So can we find a way to distract the pieces from that square? Yeah, I can't do it right now, but if you stick around with us long enough, these examples of light moves come up over and over again. That's one of the things that I try to teach people, and that's noticeably lacking in a lot of Western play is light moves. So maybe later on I'll be able to show more examples of it, but right now the ones in this problem are those two. Yes, it's also in shogi. Tetsuji are localized either maneuvers or combinations. They're also sayings. And it helps you, and hopefully I'll help you find moves. Well, actually, not sayings, but yeah, they tend to be localized tactics and maneuvers. I don't think it's important. That's why I didn't answer it, Schwarz. Just find the moves, okay? And all will be good. Yeah, do you have a rating? How can you tell me how I should pronounce your name? Very, Ubunge. I have no idea if that's even close. But I'm sorry if I massacred the pronunciation. Johannes. Okay. Yeah, if you can, try to join the server. 2000 FIDE. Good, good. Yeah, you can ask all of your questions there on the Discord server, and you can also post games, so it's very convenient. And there's ready community. Okay, so the next move is this gold drop here. Okay, the rook must take, so that eliminates one defender of the 3-2 square. So how do we do the next one? We do that. So yeah, Schwarz, your answer was correct, but it's it's kind of trivial. I mean, the difference is kind of trivial. Okay, let's look at that again. Okay. Check here. Yeah, there's actually a lot of chat and a lot of people sending whispers, so sometimes it's hard to keep track of what people say. So I actually have to keep my be kind of selective about how I answer. Okay, and then promotion here. And then we distract the pieces from the 3-2 square. There. And mate here. Or mate here. Good. We can load up the next problem. Yeah, today, usually I can do it, but today's stream is unusually talkative, which is a good thing. It just gets kind of muddled. Yeah, I want to thank everyone in chat who's participating. It's always easier to run a stream when people are chatting. So thank you for that. And yes, I will try not to send whispers to you, Johannes. Okay. Yes, D. Walters, can you please send this and this to players who have, yeah, to players who have joined us. Thank you. Without that exploit entered part. Yeah, this one. Thank you. Yeah, I stream mostly shogi. Sometimes I do stream my blitz chess sessions, but most of it is shogi, and I end up teaching a lot. So I end up reviewing games and answering questions and running these tsumeshogi sessions. So you're very welcome to join us, and I'm glad that you found me or found us. This guy can't. This guy, he's on a mobile device, so he can't whisper. Poor guy. I don't know what to suggest. Yeah. Um, you know, Johannes, I don't play chess anymore actively. So for many years I've been playing on ICC. My regular blitz rating there is 2500. The 5 minute category, I usually am somewhere between 2000 and 2100, and for my standard rating it's around 2200. So I know sometimes it's internet ratings don't always resemble over the board ratings, but just to give you a general idea of where I am. Yeah. Well, thank you, but I don't consider myself a good chess player because there's so many other strong players. But considering I'm just a club level player, I guess I'm pretty happy with it. Did we do this problem already? This problem, I think I already did we do this last time? Yeah, we did this problem last time. So yeah, I apologize for that. Yeah, I was thinking this thing looked familiar. This was already from the last session. My rating in shogi. I usually don't talk very much about that, but I I wouldn't mind telling you, but I want to whisper, and I guess I can't send you whispers. No! Good. Yes, that no was for you, Naughty King. Yeah, I actually don't mind telling you, but I just don't, yeah. Uh, Hi. Hello, Mr. September. Well, I do feel comfortable enough to say that my shogi is better than my chess. A lot better than my chess. Okay, let's see. Yes, 999 Yudai-san. Sekai desu. Very, very good. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Since we already looked at this one last time, uh, I'll just show the solution here. Okay. And the king takes it. If this, this will be an easy mate. So the king has to take it. And check here. And now we mustn't be distracted by the want of taking the gold, because after that the king runs here and escapes. See, like that. So this one is a tetsuji. We call it hanechigai. That means jumping in the opposite direction, like that. Please add this to your vocabulary list, everyone. Hanechigai. Okay. And then takes here, and then easy mate like that. Okay. Alright, I will load the next one here. Yes, that was a very cool problem. Ouchi Nobuyuki. Can't you tell from my accent? Okay. So I think this will be the last tsumeshogi problem we'll be doing for today. But then we'll also be looking, but we have one more thing to look at, and that's the position that from that game where there's a tsume, so we can see the endgame in action. solved it? Okay. X blades. After your first move, he's going to interpose. Let's say with something like a gold. Maybe even a lance would work. Takes lance. Yeah, yeah. After the dragon takes the knight, interpose with a lance. Okay, you die, son. Let's see what you came up with. Okay, yeah, it was very happy that you could join us today, Johannes. Please come back again. Yeah, you're very welcome to join our sessions. And please check out that Discord too. I think you'll enjoy it. Don't forget to follow. Okay, so let's look at the first attempt. After this, if checked, then the king runs up here and escapes. Yudai-san, seikai desu. Yoku dekimashita. Okay. So when we're looking at this, we see this possible escape route, and we're wondering how we're going to stop the king from getting out, because this doesn't work, because taking the knight doesn't work. If this, then the king runs up here and can escape, so that doesn't work. Also, if that, then the king runs here, and then there's no way to continue. So keeping this variation in mind, we find this move. The reason why is because if the lance takes, then there's going to be mate like this. So that means after this promotion, the king has to escape here. Okay, so now we have a light move. Let me give you a hint. You notice that if the king runs here, now because of this promoted silver, we have this move. Okay. So in this position, how do we force that situation? Okay. So the light move is, drum roll, this is a key move. Notice it screws up with his coordination. If the silver takes, then there's mate in one, like that. So that means that the king has to take. And now what are the final moves? Now it's all about the bishop. We have to stop the king from escaping here. Here. Yes, this is the last regular tsumeshogi problem for today. And then we're going to look at a situation that came up in an actual game. Okay. You notice this move here? It's very similar to a problem that we looked at earlier. Remember when the king was back here? Yes, that is correct. Check. See? Can't go out. Okay, let's look at that one more time. Huh? Yeah, let me show you the answer Spinal Tap chess. Yeah. Okay, so we do here. Yeah, I don't understand your variation, Spinal Tap. Okay. King up. And then we do this light move here. And we enter the bishop in and mate. Good. So let's conclude this session with a position that came up in an actual game. Okay. I'll flip the board around. All this stuff isn't that important. Okay, so two positions from game. Now, in the regular game, White played this retreating move. See? And do you guys remember what the #1 rule of attack is? Rule #1. Yes. When your attacking piece is being attacked itself, if at all possible, do not retreat it. Okay, but that's what happened in the game. What we want to do is look at forcing moves. Can you find the mate here? There's probably more than one, but let's try to find a mate. Yeah, in some situations you will have to retreat an attacking piece, but if you don't have to, then don't, because it represents a loss of time. Yudai-san, 即詰めがあります。ありますから、もっと早い手を探してください。Okay, yeah, thanks for coming by. Yeah. we're partially aided in the fact that white has so many pieces in hand. So how do we affect repeated checks here? Okay. There might be more than one answer here, but the one that I found is this. Yes, you're very welcome. You take the silver. If the king takes, he's very badly exposed. There's going to be easy mate by this knight drop. And then we have so many pieces in hand, we can just eliminate the defenders. We can take here, or we can even do this check. See, very simple mate. Yeah, this is going to be easy. Okay, so what's probably going to happen is he's going to take with the gold. And then there's this typical type of mating sequence. We start off by taking the knight, now that the gold is no longer able to defend it. Okay, then the king takes, and then we throw in this check with the rook. He has to interpose, because if not, there's going to be an easy mate like that. Or if here, like this. So he's going to interpose. Let's say he uses the rook. Okay, then what's the next move? Okay, hopefully you guys found a move like this. A silver will, I think, will also work. But king takes. Gold on 1-1. Let's see. This may also work, but oh, let's see. Yeah, I guess you could. You could mate this way, but it's a bit more complicated than the other one. So yeah, I guess 1-1 gold would also work. A simpler way to do it is dropping the gold here. If the king runs here, then there's going to be an easy mate here. So the king will take, and we do this. We can do this check here, and then mate like that. If here, then this is mate. Okay. So this is kind of thematic. Hopefully, you know, if you're used to doing a lot of tsumeshogi, or looking at these kinds of endgame positions, and then this kind of sequence is fairly typical. Okay, so there's that one, and then let's go to this position. Now, even though that the horse ran away, there's also a mate here. Can you find it? I'll give you guys a minute and then show you what I found. You know, at first glance, when I looked at that, I thought that there's probably not a tsume, but then I looked at it a little bit more and then found a way to do repeated checks. You always want to try to calculate the forcing moves. So you have to ask yourself, how do you drive the king into a place where there's an easy stream of checks? If you can do this, then the remaining moves aren't that difficult to find. So hopefully you found this move, sacrificing the lance. And then you break up his katachi. Now, if the gold takes, we have a similar situation as before. You notice the gold is distracted from the protection of the knight. So that allows this. Notice that these defenders can do nothing against the weakness of the back rank. And then after that, it's pretty easy to find the next moves. One possibility is this. Another possibility is this. You want to drive the king close to this piece. So a move like this would make sense. If the king takes, then there's this check, and there's going to be, you know, easy mate like that. If the king runs here, that's also pretty easy to find. If here, can make this. Okay, that's this. Whoops. So made like that. Okay. So what that means is that the king has to take. So one tempting move here is to drop a pawn here, but then he takes with the silver. So at this point there's a tetsuji. Can you find it? What you want to do is make it easier to continue your stream of checks. This will not do. I guess there's a possibility that it might work, but I won't. It's not easy to find. There's a much better and easier move here. Yes, Yudai-san, that is correct. Very good. We drop the knight here. This knight must be taken. If king up, then there's a simple mate here. And if the king back, we can just rip the king side apart. Here, and mate. That. If here, then there's easy mate like this. Check. And mate. Okay. So that means that the knight has to be taken. Now, you ask yourself, how has the position changed? Well, you notice that this square is now open. That's very, very important. And it makes finding the next moves very easy. Now this move will work. Again, excuse me, there's going to be easy. Okay, let's try to find a better way to do it. It's a mate like that. If the king runs here, there's also going to be easy mate. So that means that the silver, either the silver will take or he's going to run the king back. Now if the silver takes, you see this square is open thanks to the knight sacrifice. And we can do here and check. And check here. These moves are very, very simple to find. Check here. And yeah, we can, yeah. Okay. If the king runs here, then we do similar to what we've looked at before. See? And here. This is easy. Okay. So that was the mate. Let's look at the first two moves again. Yeah, in the game he played here. So we want to practice good technique and try to finish the opponent off quickly. So we look at forcing moves. And if we can find these two, then the rest of the moves are simple, even though the variation branches. Okay, so that was it. That is it for today's session. I want to thank everyone for joining me today and those who participated in chat. If you found what I'm doing helpful to you, please consider supporting the stream. You can click on that ghost on the donation button below. But thanks again. If you wish to contact me, my email address is alexi2539@gmail.com. I hope to see you guys all later. Thank you. Bye.